Oh God. Oh, it is working. Hi. Um, I'm Lewis. I'm 21 and I'm doing this because I'm really bored because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no one online. I know now that I've said that, my Facebook thing is going to go off. And I've exceeded my Tumblr post limit for the day. So I think that counts yesterday as well. Um, I'm Welsh. Jeff Wing is Welsh. And so is Doctor Who, Roald Dahl, and Neopets. So we have that in common, you know? Oh, maybe not so much community, but I think everyone's had a Neopets and everything. Most people have seen like an episode or two of Doctor Who by this time. I love Doctor Who. I'm sorry, I'm a huge fan of Doctor Who. At the risk of sounding completely geeky. Because if you know on Tumblr, I guess there is one of the things where it seems a kids' TV show, and whoever thinks it's a kids' TV show has clearly never seen Blink, or The Time of Angels, or The Silence, or uh, yeah. Um, I'm just. This seems like fun. I did it before for like a collab, and it kind of fell apart. Everyone else fell out after a week, and for like 3 months, I was the only one doing it. And every week I said, "Does anyone want to do this with me on my videos?" And I was like, "If you're interested, get in touch. It's supposed to be a collab thing. It's just me once a week talking about nothing." I think once I talked for 2 videos about this pink concert where I almost got beaten up by this woman in front of me, which wasn't pretty. But I think that kind of like made it a bit distasteful for a bit. So I'm giving it another shot now. Um, yeah, hopefully this will be like a. Hopefully I'll stick with it. Yeah, I'm a filmmaker. I assistant directed a movie, and I'm moving to Canada next year to Vancouver to hopefully try and get into it. I'm only going for a year, so if I probably won't get into it. You know, even if I have assistant directed a movie, but it's worth a shot. Might make some connections. Might be able to find some people to fund me or something. I might meet John Cameron Mitchell. How awesome would that be? With John Cameron Mitchell, he'd fund me, I think. I think the script I'm working on right now is like something that he would be interested in more so than a lot of other directors. Him or Greg Araki, who also works in Canada. I think he is Canadian. John Cameron Mitchell's not Canadian, he's from Texas, but I think he works in Canada. But yeah, maybe it's worth a shot. It's worth hoping. Fingers crossed. I'm also a writer. I'm adapting my screenplay into a book because I don't know. I had to cut out a lot because I did it for a project for university and I only had 100 pages or something like that. And I had to cut out. My hair looks ridiculous. I had to cut out like a huge chunk of the story that really fleshed out some of the other characters that weren't like so important. But it really bugged me that I didn't have that in there, like on a personal level, and I don't know. So I'm turning it into a book, and then I'm going to adapt it back into a screenplay when I've done the book. I'm going to rewrite it from scratch because when you're writing, it's just like a constant process of just like getting from A to B and A to B and A to B and A to B, and every time you write it, and then like every first draft you ever read, and take this from someone who's been writing for years, I have never read a first draft of anything I've written, like whether it's been a short story or a bit of a novel or a script, and I've never looked back and thought, wow, yeah, that's really good. The dialogue is brilliant. You know, I've never thought that. You have to keep working on it over and over again, because especially when you're just starting out. This isn't the writer's advice blog. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I'm gay. In case you couldn't tell. Apparently, it's really obvious. Um, I don't think it is. Personally, I think I have a gay kind of accent. and as much as one can have a gay accent. But yeah, in the UK, all the gays dress, you know, they dress really chavvy, or they have spray tans, or they have Burberry and stuff, or they always go to dance clubs. I'm not like that. I hate dance clubs. I hate gay clubs for that matter. I go to rock clubs. I go to like my favorite bar, my favorite club in the world is this is like place in Cardiff called Metro's, and it's just it smells like an armpit, and there's like no aircon. Last time I was there, it wasn't so bad. So maybe they have aircon now. It's a bit less smelly as well, but they just play amazing music, and drinks are like 120 for a double on a Wednesday. So you go there, you get drunk, you don't notice the smell, you don't notice how warm it is, and it's just great music, you have a great time. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of get intimidated in gay bars, even though I've got a boyfriend. I don't get to see him all that often. So whenever I go to a gay bar, I do kind of feel like, yeah, I was trying to move without sounding awkward because I realise this kind of makes me look really weird. Yeah, every time I go to a gay bar, it's always like, no matter who I go with, guaranteed every single person I go with is going to get hit on, and I'll just be stood there on my own. While, like, you know, this girl is making out with this guy, or this guy is making out with this guy. And like, there's this one time I went there, and it's like Brent Corrigan was at this one gay bar, and we thought, oh, let's go, that might be fun. Drag queens shunned me, thought I was too feminine to play the army games. And afterwards, this guy just bought a round of drinks for everyone in my party, except for me. Except for me. And I was still single at the time, so I was kind of gutted, because I thought, oh, I'm so attractive, but I'm kind of over it now. I don't think I'm, like, that attractive. I don't think I'm, like, particularly attractive. I think I have nice cheekbones. I have great cheekbones. And if I do this, I look like an alien. I think that's kind of cool. That's probably come from, like, years of watching Top Model. But still, it's kind of like, you know, it's kicking the balls when you go to a club and you're left on your own because everyone else has hooked up. And, you know, I don't get that pressure in Metros. In Metros, if all my friends hook up, I can make new friends, you know? I can just, like, talk. Like, last time I was there, I was talking for, like, an hour outside with this 40-year-old woman who was there for her son's 25th birthday, and it was the most... It's just, New Metals is one of those places. I love rock clubs. That's that kind of atmosphere, you know? It's not pretentious or up itself. It's not full of people who think they're too good for everyone else, you know? It's just people having a good time, you know? Same as concerts, you know? You always meet people at concerts, you know? Like, especially if it's like a kind of like a smaller gig, because then sometimes you get to meet the band as well, and I love that. Like, I went to the Birthday Massacre once, and I hung out with them afterwards. I think it was the best day of my life. I was so happy. And then I kind of remembered that before it I got really drunk, forgot the words when I was sharing the microphone with Chibi, and then almost hit her in the face because I missed a high five. So yeah, I kind of ruined that. But I don't think she realised it was me. Or she did. She was very nice about it. They're all very lovely people. Yeah, but I've never like gone to I've never gone to a gay club and like randomly made friends with people. I've always been introduced to people and sometimes stayed in touch with them, but I've never made friends with people. Gay rock nights sometimes. They're not that common, not where I live. There's one in London that's like once a week, which I've gone to like 3 times because I'm never in London. I'm only in London when I'm with my boyfriend, which again is never. And that's quite nice. That's quite chill because it's like that's rock, but then it's like gay. It's just kind of like the best of both worlds, kind of. And I still never hit on that, but I never hit on anyone. I have no need to. But I just don't see the point of gay clubs. I see the point of rock club. But then all my friends who go to gay clubs, they can enjoy it as well. So, you know, I can see people I don't get to see so often, mixed with a slightly different crowd, not just because they're from London, but because they like different music. Yeah. Oh God. I have talked for a while about a whole lot of nothing. I should probably say what I'm going to do with this. This is just going to be me talking about stuff, like politics, current affairs, movies, music. I don't think it's going to get like that popular. I guess the point where people tune in just to see me. I don't think I have that kind of. I don't have the. I don't know. I'm enthusiastic, but when I'm in front of a webcam or a camera of any kind, I kind of clam up and I don't know. See how it goes. Maybe I will get a lot more confident with it. I'm confident in person. When I'm in person and there's a person right there, then, I'm confident. I can talk to them. But this is just me talking into a little blue light on top of my laptop and just thinking, no one's going to watch this. No one's watching this. I'm talking into a blue light. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm talking to myself. If there is an axe-wielding maniac outside of my window, he's going to look in and get scared off because I'm talking to myself, as far as he's concerned. And yeah, I shouldn't be self-conscious about it because there's no one around, but I am kind of self-conscious about it right now because can't go over the fact I'm talking into a blue light, and I got over it gradually last time I was doing it. So hopefully that'll happen again. But then again, last time I was doing the most positive comment I got was take it up of. It's the same as when I was doing the radio show. I did a radio show once for like a year or two, and when I was doing it, it was like it's kind of like a weird, bizarre situation where you're broadcasting, but you're never sure if anyone's on the other end. And that's different than this, because with this you get, you can tell you when it gets viewed, but when we're broadcasting a radio show and it's live, it's just like, there's probably no one listening to this right now. There's probably no one listening to this right now. It's probably my mother listening to this right now. It's probably my sister listening to this right now, something she's going to request the EastEnders theme tune, something tragic. And then I was like, oh, you know what, this is going to be so cool, because I can give people my taste in music and tell them, get them to listen to new bands, and then it's that awkward situation when you show someone a video on YouTube, and you think, oh, it's so cool, and then when you're watching it with them, you're like, okay, it gets better, that's not a good bit, it's coming up. And it was like that, and I'd be listening, I'd be putting a song out on the radio, and then I'd be like, okay, this is, I don't know, Spill Canvas or Mariana's Trench or Ronnie Day or something, and I think they're really cool, and I'd be like, they're not gonna like it, this is gonna tank, oh my god. I got an email from one guy when I was doing it from Australia once when I was in the studio. That was quite nice. It was nice of him to do that. Yeah. I kind of forgot what I was saying. My words kind of run away from me sometimes. I think again, it's down to lack of focus. If I'm writing, then I can just focus on writing. And if I'm talking about something specific, I can't tell with my eyebrows if they look too thick or too thin. Ooh. Yeah, I think my dog is waking up. Yeah, I'm going on 40 minutes. You're probably bored to death. Yeah, hopefully I'll get more into my stride in the next few weeks, months, years, maybe, hopefully, maybe when I move to Canada, or maybe when I'm doing more film work, or writing, or whatever I end up doing. Maybe even if I'm just working a normal job, that'll give me something to talk about, that'll keep me more focused, and I'm not just blabbering on, So, I'm gonna leave it now, before I turn this into more of a train wreck than it really is. So, bye. I've done it again. Bye. Hope that you're not bored to death.